You're listening to the Back Home Network, presented by Home Field Apparel.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
I know I probably cook people's spreads and stuff like that. We're always looking for the Indiana money line, which is the win.
Pay that man his money.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What is up, CrimsonCASH folks? God, we're here. End of the line. We'll do one more. We'll do one for the last week. But my God, it goes by. It feels like we were just starting this.
Well, we'll do one for championship week, and then we're gonna have to do something playoff time. We're gonna have to do something around the playoffs for sure.
We'll do playoff ones. So James with me, Scott here for you, week 14. A couple things. First off, Home Field Apparel. Check them out. Use promo code HOME23. Posh on Kirkwood. Check it out. Place to stay. You can stay there for the Big Ten title game. Stay down there. Maybe even get a shuttle up. Go first class to the Big Ten title game. Posh Hotel. Also want to apologize for last week. I had a personal trip. I was out in California. I was busy. Could not get. It was on me, not on James. I texted James. We didn't get the times right. It's on me. I apologize. Sorry. Life got.
I went 7-1 last week on spread.
Well, you can go 8-0. Nobody knows. You can just say whatever. By the way, the mustache is looking good.
Yeah, I've got an additional curl thing. I'm just trying to get a little more curled. So we'll see how it works out.
Are you? Well, let's talk about IU when we get there. So, we ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready, baby.
All right. What a season, man. We started putting in songs. We got close to having all of the songs, and then now we have to take all of them away. It's going to be the off season of. I literally have a tab here for popular songs in the public domain. It's gonna be public domain off season, and we're gonna come back strong next year for CrimsonCASH with some. It's awesome. The corn song is what screwed us.
I think we could go movie clips. I think that might be the way to go instead of songs, because our movie clips seem to be okay, and we can do quick little clips. And the Maryland one was always a movie clip, anyways, from Wedding Crashers. So we could find something like that, and I think we'll be able to find things that'll be more fun. I mean, we'll be able to find a clip of somebody in some movie somewhere bashing the state of Wisconsin, and
Okay, I like all of that. Okay. That also means I'm going to get the media stuff up because we're playing the Maryland one today. I don't care. It's from a movie. I like that. Yeah. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. Let's go to it. So first off, we have God. I want to hit Rutgers so bad. That's the whole reason I did it. I love that song. I mean, it's from a TV show, right? It's from Sopranos.
Well, we'll get some Sopranos. Tony Soprano saying something, his Christopher Columbus, spiel or something.
Yeah. All right. I like it. So we have Penn State at Rutgers. Rutgers is a 13.5-point underdog at home.
This is a playoff game, folks, because the team that wins gets another game and will become bowl eligible. Penn State, IU woke them up, I think, and they've been rolling since. I don't see any reason that stops in Piscataway. I think the Nittany Lions won a bowl game. They get some free swag or something, and a nice little trip somewhere, so half the guys can sit out for it. So go ahead and give me the Nittany Lions to roll here in what is not really a rivalry game.
Yeah. That's funny. I forgot this was rivalry week.
Yes.
We next up have Maryland.
Crab cakes and football. Nice. That's what Maryland does.
Watch us now get pulled down on YouTube, and Galen gets super pissed at me. That was gonna be awesome. Maryland at Michigan State. Poor Michigan State. Like, it's rivalry week, and it's like, well, Michigan's their rival, and Michigan's like, yeah, no, our rival is Ohio State, and it's like, they're looking around like Indiana. We got you're Purdue. It's like, I guess we'll take Maryland.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, and Maryland has nobody either. I mean,
yeah. So this is like two stepchildren just being like, I guess we'll be mad at each other. I don't know. So anyway, Michigan State in a rivalry game playing Maryland. Michigan State is a 3.5-point favorite at home.
Both of these teams suck, and this is going to be an awful football game at night, and what I'm sure will be cold weather in East Lansing. I like the under here, but I'm going to go ahead and take Maryland plus 3.5. I think that Michigan State probably wins by a field goal, but I could see Maryland winning, so I'll take the points.
All right, next up, we have Northwestern playing at Illinois. Illinois, my 7-4. Honestly, not a bad season, just not, top 10 like they were ranked to begin the year. Illinois is a 7-point favorite at home.
Well, they are not this year's Indiana. We do know
No,
that.
they are every year's Illinois.
Yes. And Northwestern has looked really good this year. They've played some tough football. The defense has been pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take them to cover a touchdown here in what is a rivalry game.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was funny. I do think
Plus Illinois losing to Wisconsin, I have very little faith in them after that.
Fair enough. It's funny with this, the Illinois battle. I think I told this at one point. I had some new neighbors move in next door, and they're from Chicago. And it always cracks me up whenever you go to Chicago. All of Chicago is like, it has just everywhere. It's like, Northwestern, Chicago's Big Ten team. Like, this is Big Ten country, Northwestern. And then my next door neighbors move in, and he's like, I'm from Chicago, so obviously I'm an Illinois fan. It's like, yes, of course, because no one's a Northwestern fan. Like, you're not Big Ten country. Anyway, next up,
other Big Ten schools have more fans in Chicago than Northwestern does. I mean, you probably find more IU alumni in Chicago than Northwestern fans. So.
Yeah. All right, next up, we have UCLA going to USC. USC is they're both there, but playing at USC's arena, 21.5-point favorite at home.
Normally, I hate a huge spread like this in a rivalry game, and I would almost always take over 3 touchdowns, but UCLA is really bad. Their semi-resurgence after they beat Penn State seems to have fizzled away and fizzled away quickly. I think USC needs some style points here for the committee. And if they have any chance of still getting in the college football playoff, which I don't think they do, but hey, gets them in a better bowl, maybe. I think they want to roll, so I think they will.
Real quick, just looking at some of these teams, I pulled up my FanDuel. This is based on our beginning of the season over under. I lost Illinois. I bet them over 8.5 wins, but I did. You and I did pretty well because I won. I mean, I kicked Indiana, like just killed that one. That was like 8.5. We're done with that. UCLA under 5.5. I won that. Michigan State under 5.5. I won that. USC over 7.5. I won that. Trying to think. Indiana.
The Northwestern over, I know it has already hit.
Yeah, I got to scroll back to when it actually hit. The Indiana over was 8.5. Got the Northwestern over was 3.5. I won that too. So, dude, that's like $180 I won off of like $30 in bets thanks to us. Well done.
Yeah, I've gotten some posts on X with people who are like, hey, each week one of my futures bets from CrimsonCASH pays off. I'm loving it. So that makes me super happy to hear. Really happy to hear that stuff.
We did really well in the futures this year.
Yeah, I think so. And as long as IU can beat Purdue, the Purdue under is going to hit. So for all of you guys that tasty under 2.5 action.
I don't know what do I still have open? I know. So I still have Minnesota over 6.5. I have Oregon over 10.5. Those are the only 2 left that I have open, and my Mendoza bet, which I know we're going to talk about.
So they both just need to win this weekend.
Right.
And I think they're both on our next screen.
They are. And by the way, this is all that I give you total credit on this. You did the entire, like, every team broke down the win-loss, did the win, like, it was really good. So just for anybody who's listening, you missed the beginning of the year, catch it next year when we do our preseason over-unders. We killed it this year.
Yeah.
I love that. Next up, Iowa, not playing the corn song. Going to Nebraska, also not playing the corn song. But Nebraska is a 6-point underdog at home.
I hate this line. It seems a little high. I would rather it be 2.5 or 3. I think Iowa wins. I'm going to guess 13-10 because that's what they won by last year, and that's what they won by the year before that. So it's going to be one of those games, I think. But Iowa's the better team than Nebraska here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Hawkeyes to cover by a touchdown. Why not?
Next up, Ohio State with another double-digit line. They are a 10-point favorite going into Michigan. Curious your thoughts on this one. This is if Michigan wins, it throws a whole tizzy of things where there's a world where Michigan could play in the Big Ten title game. If like Oregon loses, like it throws everything into whack. But yeah, Ohio State 10-point favorite at home against Michigan. On the road. Sorry, on the road.
If Michigan wins this game, go to church, start praying, make peace with your God, because the sky is about to open up and the world is about to end. There is no chance Ohio State blows this one, and I think they roll in this game. Purdue played Michigan to a 5-point game in Ann Arbor. This is I think Ohio State's going to get some vengeance this time. This Michigan team is not the Michigan team that has upset Ohio State so frequently.
We'll see. Michigan wins this. It gets Indiana number 1 in the country. First time ever, I think. It gets Indiana.
Yeah, but you know what? At this point, I'd rather be number 4 seed because the path looks better.
Yeah.
That's something I wouldn't mind discussing if you want to get a chance at that as some college football playoff bracket talk, because some of those lower seeds get the better go of it, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's so many. Let's do that after. Let's do that.
Yeah.
It's just
we
so
can
many
hold
things
off
can
on that.
change. Yeah. I don't know, man. I've also had this wondering, like, how many. I mean, I know they won the national championship last year, and there's always like you get a 5-year window or whatever. But how many more losses can Ohio State have to Michigan before Ryan Day gets fired? Like, they won the Natty last year. Like, let's just say he loses this, doesn't win the Natty, and loses next year to Michigan. I think he's really on the precipice of being fired.
Only because Ohio State fans are completely insane.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason why that would even be in the ballpark. The guy won a national championship last year. Who cares that he lost to Michigan? We could lose to Purdue this week. I don't give a shit if we win the national championship.
Well,
that's
agreed.
fine.
Agreed.
So, I mean, like, why would you fire it would make no sense to me. But it does seem like something stupid they do. So have at it.
I mean, there's a world where had they lost in the semifinal last year, he might have gotten fired.
I don't think so.
If they would have lost at home in the first round, he would have been fired.
He would have done. The seat would have been incredibly hot. I'm
just like, it's like he would have had to have won multiple games in the CFP. Anyway, who cares? Next up, we have Oregon going to Washington. Oregon is a 6.5-point favorite on the road.
Yeah, I like the Ducks here. I think this is a good line to get to. You notice this thing opened at 11. So this has gone down. Washington's looked really good the last couple weeks, but one of those games was against Purdue, and everybody usually looks pretty good against them. So go ahead and give me the Ducks here.
All right, last of the non-IU games, we have Wisconsin going to Minnesota, a real rivalry up there in the north. Minnesota is a 1.5-point favorite at home.
This is the best trophy that any two teams play for in all college
Paul
football.
Bunyan axe, right?
Paul Bunyan's axe, baby.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. So I love this game. Wisconsin is newly resurgent, which seems odd to say. But that big win against Illinois screwed over one of my parlays, but was certainly good for Fickle, I think. I think he's not going to get fired now. I think if they would have lost out this season, there's a possibility they may have let him go. But I think that the Gophers are going to be able to hang on here and win this game. I think they win by a field goal at least. So go ahead and give that 1.5 there. I think you'll win your futures bet on the Gophers here.
Yeah, what you doing? Oh,
I think you also had. I think we also had under the Wisconsin under too.
I didn't bet it, but we had it. Favorite thing? What you doing? Watching the Gophers. All right. Last up, we have our Indiana Hoosiers going to your world, West Lafayette. We are a 28.5-point favorite going in to West Lafayette, where you're going to the game, right?
I will be at the game. Yes,
All
I'm
right.
taking my dad and my son. So 3 generations of Turner men strolling up into Ross State Stadium.
Throw some pictures on X. I want to see. I'm really curious how many IU fans are there.
I'm hoping there's a lot.
I think there's going to be a lot.
I'm bringing a Purdue student with me who's rooting for IU. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the actual game goes, I hate this fucking line, and I would take the Boilers to cover it because it's just too. The Boilers have covered this line every single game this year, all 11. They have not lost by more than 4 touchdowns all year. So I'm hesitant to do that in a rivalry game, especially one that we've seen wacky things happen in.
Yeah.
Including last year. 66-0 is not happening again this year, folks. I just don't see it. Now, one thing I do find curious about this is what IU is going to do now that Surratt is back. So my question is, are they going to run some like 3 receiver stuff, toss Charlie Baker, Cooper, and Surratt out on the field at the same time and run something completely different to give Ohio State and some of the CFP teams something to think about, some tape they have to study, something they got to look at? or are we going to keep it kind of vanilla and just run all over them? Because if we want to, we can just run all over them. So I'm going to be curious to see what Cignetti does there. I do think Mendoza's probably going to throw at least 2 touchdowns in the game. So I mean, Indiana's going to win comfortably, but over 4 touchdowns worries me. So I would take the Boilers to cover that.
Okay.
I hate to say that, but
no, I agree. I feel like Surratt's going to come back. They're not going to play him much. I think this is just like get back in, run a couple routes, and then
do a couple series, get him a touchdown,
get
feeling it again. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. They don't need to do a whole lot.
Yeah. All right. Do we have a Hoosier hot streak?
We do.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
Google me. All right. What do we got for it?
All right. This is it for all you people. This is the last game of the season, the last Hoosier hot streak. We'll have one. All right. I want you to go out and I want you to put a futures bet on IU football to win the college football championship.
Let's go.
It's at least 5-1 odds anywhere you go. I've got quite a few bets on it already at better odds. But if you haven't done it, do it. And I'll tell you why. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities in your life to do this kind of thing. Look, I'd love to say this is going to happen every year, but we know what happens. These kinds of seasons don't happen every year. You're going to lose a stupid game you shouldn't lose, or you know what? And you got the best odds you've ever been able to get for IU to win a national championship, and there's still great odds for betting. Do it. You'll feel better about it.
I love that. And you know what?
Plus, if they get to the championship game, you'll have some great hedge stuff you could probably go with. So
yeah, it's funny. I have Mendoza money. I have Big Ten. I have all this stuff. I haven't put a bet on them to win the national title. I'm kind of annoyed now that you say that. I probably should have done that weeks ago.
If they win the national title, I get an additional 275. So from the bets that I have on it.
All right, you had a Mendoza thing you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, just our Heisman Mendoza update. Our $5 free bet from June 31st is now offering us a 112.16 cash out. So my dad thinks I should cash it out.
So I have a $10 bet at cashing out right now. Pulled it up $230.
Oh, very nice.
Let's talk about it.
Well, yours was cash though, right? And mine was a free. Oh, yours was a free bet.
Mine was yeah. Mine was actually I put it $10. Whatever.
Yeah, and mine was a free bet. I think they toned down the cash out on the free bets.
So what are you gonna do? Like, because here's the thing: is if he has a stinker, it comes down to Ohio State. If he has a stinker against Ohio State, he may lose the Heisman. If he plays well and we play okay, win or loss, he might win it. If we win and he has a game, it's his.
Absolutely.
So I'm.
You don't want to cash it out yet. I'll tell you why. Because he's going to have a great day against Purdue.
Right.
There's just no question. He's not going to have a shitty day against Purdue. Sayin could potentially have a bad day against Michigan.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then that puts Mendoza even higher up, in the odds, and your cash out's probably going to be a little bit higher. So I would definitely not do anything until after this weekend, but you are absolutely right. The Heisman race will end up hinging on the Big Ten championship game. And they have I think after that game, there's a 48-hour window where Heisman voting opens and closes. So they're gonna figure this out pretty quick.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to hedge the Big Ten title game, but that means betting against IU, which I don't want to do. So I don't want to hedge on any of this stuff because I don't want to bet against this.
No, I don't want to.
I think my phone will literally stop me if I try and bet on Ohio State to win money line. And be like, are you okay? Are you still Scott? It just might shut down. Phone has been stolen. This is not the Scott that I know.
My phone wouldn't do that because last night it was Kansas State plus 22.5. Sure, no problem. So it's totally fine with me placing those bets.
All right, we need to do Keegan's slice of the pie. Last week or 2 weeks ago, he lost. Where is it?
He had Alabama, who lost to Oklahoma. Yeah.
Sorry, Keegan. Sorry, my man. I give it up. I think I am so bad with names. I think his name was Kevin, but I was out in Bloomington last night with my son. We were going to go to Mother Bear's, where he wanted to go to dinner. It was packed, so we went to Da Vinci's, which was also busy.
Which is better pizza.
You what?
It's better.
It is pretty good. I don't
like Mother Bear's. I think it's trash pizza.
I disagree. I like it. might be nostalgia. Da Vinci's was good. It had like the funky, like the good gorgonzola trees. Anyway, go down, eat there. Guy next to us and his wife, super nice, comes over and he just is like, goes to my son. He's like, you need to talk to your dad about getting a segment on Crimson Cash. Like you need to have gambling stuff for you. It's like my son is just like, what? I mean, he's 12. He could care less. And he's just like gets annoyed when people talk. People bug me. By the way, come up to me. Go ahead, annoy my son. It's great. It was very funny. He's like, James, like other James has a segment for his kid. Like you James need your own betting segment. And he's like, man, like, well, we do first to score at Pacers games. So we might need to do this for next year. Just you and I really lean into the bad parenting and just gamble for both of our kids.
My son, whenever he walks in the room and I've got a game on, says, "What bets do you have on this game?" So,
all right, what's his bet for this week?
Okay, so we've got some options here. What I want to do is Texas A&M and Texas, but that's a Friday night game, so I don't know if that gives us enough time. And then we've got some other top 25 games. We have Arizona and Arizona State, which is practically a pick'em game. We have Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah, I'm gonna call like supersede here. It's got to be Ohio State, Michigan.
You think? Okay,
that is like that's the big game. That's the game that has the most Indiana implications.
Well, generally we do one that's not a Big Ten game because I've already given my thought. I don't want to sway the audience here, but you know what? I'm actually curious to see what the audience thinks as far as that 10-point spread goes.
I'm calling it. It's going to be Ohio State, Michigan, because like that's the game I'm going to want to watch the most. Like
that'll be posted on Wednesday afternoon, folks.
Yep, we're posting this. We'll have it going until Saturday. You can hit them up on Twitter or X, CrimsonCASH 260 on Spotify. We'll have the poll, and it'll also be on YouTube. You can put it there. So there you go.
Yeah, and keeping an eye on my X account at CrimsonCASH 260. Had a lot of great parlays that hit last week. So we had some plus 380, plus 330, some good parlays that hit, and don't want to miss out.
Put some pictures from the game on X on Friday.
Absolutely, yes.
I want to see some of the crowd stuff.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to the game and you see James, yell at him. Say
that's
hi.
Right. Yeah. Give me a beer.
I had a bunch of people, like the guy at Da Vinci had a couple people at the game last night, Indiana, Kansas State, come up and say hi. It's always well appreciated. I love hearing from people who listen to the show. If you don't like the show, go talk to somebody else. But if you do like the show, yeah, say hi. And it's funny, the guy at dinner at Da Vinci's was like, I saw you like in the wild. We see Galen all the time. Like seeing you is like, it's like, wow, never seen you in the wild. Is what he said. Like that's funny. But yeah, I'm in Westfield most of the time. Not going.
Galen's a little easier to pick out of a crowd too, probably.
Galen's got the hair, he's got the voice.
He's tall.
What's funny is I'm very like loud, bombastic, crazy on the podcast. You go to a Galen at games, we are the complete opposite. Like I'm normally kind of standing like this and like just watching the game, and I'm kind of very quiet. Galen is very loud at games. We completely switch.
Yes, Galen is very loud at games.
Yeah. So, all right, James, it's been awesome. We will catch up next week for the conference championships, and enjoy your weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving. And for everybody, as always, it's been another awesome season. We're almost there. Thank you for listening. For James, this is Scott for Crimson Cash signing off.
Post time.
Thank you for listening to Crimson Cash, a proud podcast of the Back Home Network.
Queen. Yes, sir. You gotta love this town.